Hi, okay, I know I said I would do a makeup tutorial, but I have a damn good reason for not doing it right now, and I will tell you what it is. The reason is my makeup is usually hanging out on my vanity. I have like a little mirror, it just hangs out there because I wear makeup almost every day because I have places to be and I need to look presentable. And I personally don't feel as though I look presentable without makeup. That's just my own personal opinion. I've seen girls and boys come in without makeup on and they look a-okay to me. They look very professional, but I don't feel as though I look professional if I don't paint my face every single day I have anywhere to be. So, my makeup's just chilling. But I had to clean my room today because I have a fuck ton of laundry. Like, the reason I'm wearing this bathrobe right now isn't because I want to look like chill chic, whatever. No, it's because I literally don't have any underwear right now. So I have to, I'm not going to go commando. So I'm just like, I'll chill in a bathrobe. So that's happening. And like while I'm laundering, I'm like, why don't I just clean my whole room? I'll feel better. So um, I was cleaning, and in a moment of thoughtlessness, I transferred my makeup into a drawer I store my makeup in order to trick people into thinking I'm not a slob. But that drawer is like hell. It's like you pull it out and shit just vomits out in your face, and like it's not a good thing. So I didn't want to go after I put it away and get the makeup out because then it would like there'd be no hope of like me getting it back in. So I'm like, on Friday I have a place to be. I'll just do it then. So you're getting a makeup tutorial on Friday, I promise. So that is why this is happening instead. And this is also happening because I just feel like I haven't been too present on Tumblr. I feel like you guys, excuse me, aren't very up to date on my life. I mean, I give you snippets of my world. You get little tableau pieces, if you will, like my Kate Bush, um, my Kate Bush moment the other night. Yeah, that. But I feel like I haven't been forward about how I've exactly been spending my time when I'm not Tumblring while I'm taking a pee. Sorry, I know you really want to know that, but and when I'm not like at downtime at work or whatever. Um, yeah. So that's that that's what this is for. I just want to open my heart and let you know what's been going on. So, since last month, I counted today, um, I have submitted over 100 job applications. I know I have at least 100 in because I counted them, like I said, but that isn't including job applications that I deleted the receipt to because I was already told I didn't get the position, and job applications that just didn't send me a receipt in the first place. And that's been like a huge, excuse me, I just bumped that. That's been a huge like use of my time right there. And then I had the grad school application due. And that was a whole harangue, but it's out of the way. It's the first of two. I was gonna do three, but just the third one isn't really a program I'm super interested in anyway. So I'm just like, well, whatever. So, I'm not gonna do it, I don't think. But I got the first one in, and it was a whole harangue, and a lot of my energy this past weekend was just corralling my letter of recommendation writers to just get the shit in because I was like so annoyed about the whole thing. Like, it was like I gave these people 2.5 months to do it, and the earliest one was done was 3 days beforehand, which I'm like grateful that she did that because she didn't need any wrangling from me to get it done. I just sent her out a casual like reminder a week ahead, and like she got right back to me and she submitted it 3 days before. And then the other one kept me updated, at least. She got it in late, but she was communicating to me about what the situation was so I could let the admissions department know, so that was okay. Then there was this other one, and like she just wasn't. She told me she'd do it because she saw me like offhandedly in like a public area, and she's like, "Oh, I've been meaning to tell you, I'll totally do it." And I was like so overjoyed that I didn't even question it, you know? So like I was like, okay. And then like she didn't say anything to me after that. I gave her a 2 week reminder, I gave her a 1 week reminder, and then a few days before, actually the day before, I checked and it wasn't up. So I texted her. I'm like, "Are you still gonna do it? Is it done? Like, what's up?" Nothing. I left her 3 voicemails. She finally got back to me, and she was like so terse and bitchy about it. She was just like, "I'll have it done by tomorrow." And it's like, you better, because it's due tomorrow. So that was that whole thing. And that wears me out because it's like, you agreed to do me this favor, right? And I knew it was going to be a waste. I knew that it wasn't like, nobody wants to do extra work, but like, you know, you agreed. So now you've made a promise. You have to keep it, you know? And if you're not going to keep it, and if you're not going to do it in a timely manner, or happily or whatever, you shouldn't do it, you know? You have to like keep people informed and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like the way she went about it. It's no shade because at least it's done, but like it's just like if I were doing that for somebody, like I would make sure that they felt, you know, okay about everything, and like they didn't have to stress about it. I'd have it in like if was given 2 months, I give myself like a deadline month before the deadline, just so it would be in and the person wouldn't have to worry about it. So that was that. And then what else? I don't know. I'm trying to do the online courses. That's like been a struggle. Like I can't bring myself to do anything for those. Like I was gonna do something for it today and I haven't. It's just like everything's been happening so fast. I had interviews. I had a phone interview that I'm sorry, I don't think went anywhere. And then I had one from a staffing agency. They're like, "Oh, it's for animal husbandry," which I'll tell you what that is because I fucking looked it up while I was on the phone with them. It's you watch animals fuck and you feed them and you like give them water and you groom them. That's what animal husbandry is. And it's just like, I think they could tell I wasn't too enthusiastic at that prospect. Not because, like, I'm an animal hater. It's just like, I mean, you don't know what studies they're doing with these rats either. Like, I remember one of my professors told me once that he was working with rats, but they would inject them with adrenaline to see what, like, effect it had on the nervous system, because he's an old professor. This is like, I mean, this has long been established, but he was old and he like kind of did that. And the rat like almost took his finger off because it was like it was undergoing the fight or flight response, and it just like lunged at his hand and like bit his finger like enough to make like a chunk of it come out. Like that's fucked up. I don't want to be dealing with rats like that. He was just trying to feed the thing and it like killed him almost. Well, not quite, but you know. So I think they knew that I wasn't too enthusiastic. And then I just had a phone call like not even an hour ago regarding this overnight position, and I have an interview on Friday. Wish me luck. So, yeah, that would be wicked cool though. Imagine like working overnight. Like I just feel like it's a better setup. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure my supervisor will still be there during the night shift, so there's no, like, it's not like it's gonna be like me pissing around. Like, it's just cool to work at night. I don't know. And then it doesn't fuck around with my day either. Like, I can do what I want during the day. And I already survive off caffeine. Like, I can't get up without a cup of coffee. So, as long as the caffeine flow is pretty constant, I think I'm in a good place. So, it'll be good. And I'm really excited. And lots of positive steps have been taken, and more on that caffeine thing actually, because I'm sorry, this is just how I talk, but um, like the caffeine thing, I've been drinking a lot of coffee because my dad and I got in a fight, and I promise you this ties all together. My dad and I got in a fight about the grad school application because I was flipping out over the fact that no one had the letters of recommendation in, and then I called the school like to let them know, and they were just really disorganized about the whole thing, and they told me that they couldn't even look at my application anyway because I needed 6 out of 8 prerequisites done, which I've been in touch with this school through an admissions counselor since I think I think it was since June at the like latest, you know. And they never said anything about that to me, so I was just flipping out. My dad was like, "Oh, this is like on you because you should have all this together. You were out of school for a year or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying." And he's like, he was mad at me, and I told him to fuck off. And then I came up here in my room. I was chilling and I was like trying to cool off, and he had cooled off, and he came up and he was like, "You know what your problem is?" And I'm like, "I don't really want to talk to you." And he's like, "Your problem is that you're afraid of failure, and so you don't do anything because if you don't have to face the failure, you can, you'll feel okay. And it's normal to have a fear of like failing or whatever, but you can't let it stop you from doing what you need to do because inaction is worse than failure. Because with failure, you learn a piece of information. With inaction, you're just living in stasis and you'll never move forward. Like, even if failure feels like a step back, it's still a step forward because you have a new piece of information. And it was like, it really struck me. Like, I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and every time I like stop and think, well, I can't be doing this because it's not going to pan out. Like, for example, with my music and like my novel writing, which is why I'm drinking so much coffee, so I'll have time to do that too. Um, like, I think to myself, well, I'm never going to make a career of that, but it's no reason to not apply myself to everything I do. Like, even my hobbies, I should be giving my all, and, like, there's no reason not to. So I've been pretty much trying to do everything right now, and I feel like I'm in a good place, and I, yeah, that's why I haven't been on Tumblr, though. It's like I've been trying to disengage from that a little bit and engage more in things that are going to matter to me. Like, I mean, Tumblr's great and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to take the piss on anyone right now. Like, I don't want to, like, I love it because it introduced me to a lot of great people with, like, ideas and opinions that are similar to my own, that I don't meet those kinds of people every day, And, like, that's great. Like, it's been a great social tool for me. But I think it's easy for a person like me to get too wrapped up in something like that, and lose sight of the fact that I have other stuff I need to be like focusing on. So I've been trying to focus on that as well, and yeah, it's been going good. I mean, I hope I get in nursing school, but I don't know if I will because of the prerequisite thing. But trying to get them done now and then see what happens. I think it'll be okay though. I mean, I'm pretty optimistic on the whole. I don't know. It'll be all right, I think. Yeah. And if it's not, like, I've sent out 100 job applications. I'm hoping that I can keep up with applying for jobs. So then if, like, worst come to worst, at least I'll have some sort of job I can depend on that isn't like what I had in college, which was, making coffee. because you don't get any fulfillment out of that. At least I don't. I mean, it's fun and stuff, and it's like I bitch a lot about. I think I bitch more about like people hitting on me than I talk about like the bennies of that. But like, yeah, it's like nice when like someone come like it's a cute job in that way because like people will come in and flirt with you and it's nice sometimes. Sometimes it's creepy, but sometimes it's nice. And like it's nice because it's like made me more social and that kind of thing, but I can't do that forever and I don't want to do it forever and I don't get any like real satisfaction. So it's like hopefully one of these job applications will go through. Hopefully this interview works out. Like fingers crossed. I think it will. And yeah, like I'm gonna take the medical school exam. I have to register for that. I was gonna do that today, but again, I was cleaning, so I mean my room isn't even that much cleaner than it started out with, but laundry is a lot of work, so I'm not mad. I think this is quite long enough. Thank you for listening to me describe the mundane details of my life. Um, I hope you've all been well, and I hope you enjoy watching this or listening to it. A lot of the time, that's what I do, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. All right, I'll see you guys.